Welcome to the fascinating world of the Grand Prix de Trois-Rivières, affectionately known as the Little Monaco. This is a short replay of NASCAR Canadian Tire Series, GP3R 100, Race 9 of the weekend of 2009.
A huge crowd has gathered here for the 40th edition of the Grand Prix of Trois-Rivières. And for the third straight year, 29 NASCAR Canadian Tire Series mean machines are ready to hit the streets.
In 2007, the body panels and tippers collided as Kerry Mix and Andrew Ranger tangled at the finish line. Mix would take the victory in front of a partisan Quebec crowd. Last year, Scott Steckly and J.R. Fitzpatrick came together as they raced for the win going into the last corner of the last lap, giving the victory to the new Quebec racing hero, Andrew Ranger. The streets of Trois-Rivières always the setting for some great racing excitement and heart-pounding action. Welcome to race number 9 of the 2009 NASCAR Canadian Tire Series, presented by Mobil 1. From the streets of Trois-Rivières, this is the GP3R 100. Welcome to just a great day for racing as we get ready for the 40th edition of the Grand Prix de Trois-Rivières. Hello, everyone. I'm Dave Bradley. Along with me is Billy Rouse Jr. Todd Lewis, as always, is trackside. Billy, every time we come to Trois-Rivières, it is a good time.
Oh, this is 100 kilometers of excitement, folks. I got to tell you, this is what all of Quebec come to see. You want excitement on a road course? Give me some stock car action. They're loud, they're fast, they lean on each other, and you never can tell how the finish is going to come out.
The town and the province has been a buzz for the past month. Of course, Andrew Ranger returns home. He's the new generation of Quebec racing hero. Then you want to throw into the mix Alex Tagliani, purchased a Gibbons Motorsports Chevrolet. He'll be making his first start of the 2009 season. Of course, he ran a full schedule last year. And then you've got NHL star Patrice Brisebois making his first NASCAR start.
Well, he's got some great help. The Dumoulin brothers are helping him, giving him the guidance and getting him used to these stock cars. And the Dumoulin boys know how to road race.
And you don't want to count out world-class racing star Jacques Villeneuve. He's back at it for another go here in the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series. He made it to corner number 2 when he first started at St. Eustache, but he's definitely looking forward to attacking the streets here in Trois-Rivières. He was definitely impressed with the level of intensity here in the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series. And with more on today's race, let's throw it down to Todd.
Thanks, guys. I'm with Patrice Brisebois, competing in your first NASCAR Canadian Tire Series event. The smile on your face, I think, says it all. Plus, you've got a great cause on board your car.
Yeah, all the money I'm going to raise is for a Dream State flight. And, everybody can sign the car. 100% of the money is going to go to the charity.
Wonderful. How's it been the first couple of days on track here?
Oh, rock and roll. That was the first time here, so that's not an easy track. And Friday I was a little bit intimidated, but yesterday on the qualification I did much better. So it's going to be a long race. It's really warm, but I hope my shape's gonna help me.
Patrice, thanks so much for this. Good luck today.
Thank you. Thanks.
Patrice Brisebois starting his first NASCAR Canadian Tire Series event. Of course, guys, we had Jacques Villeneuve only in the field briefly for the race at St. Eustache, but Jacques is ready to make his second start in the series, just making some last-minute preparations, getting ready for autographs. And Jacques, I know you're hoping for a better outing at this event than the first one that you ran in this series.
Yeah, St. Eustache didn't go too well because my race ended at the first corner, so that was not fun at all. And hopefully we'll go better here. The car is quick and it's hot, so the key is to keep the brakes in shape for the end.
Wonderful to have the experience of running at this track a couple of times, too. It really showed during qualifying.
Well, it was 15 years ago, but the memory is still there, so that's good.
Thanks for this. Good luck today.
Thank you.
Jacques Villeneuve, of course, one of those participating in qualifying. And, guys, we had a tremendous qualifying effort. It was DJ Kennington and Alex Tagliani swapping the qualifying time, the quick time, back and forth throughout the entire qualifying session. Finally, though, it was Alex Tagliani who was back in the series with his own car, his own team, and on the pole here at Trois-Rivières, a new track record of 68.3 seconds, a speed of 80.557 miles per hour. I think the smile on your face talks about the satisfaction, Alex.
It's amazing, for all the guys that have been involved in preparing the car for the last 2 weeks. A special thank to Peter Gibbons, where we bought the car, and he put the effort to give us a car, like almost 90% ready. And, it's fun for the people here in Quebec and Canadian Tire supporting of the series and a sponsor on our car. So hopefully we can have a good race.
Alex Tagliani will lead them into corner 1. Dave?
Thanks, Todd. Billy, we've got the who's who of sports stars from Quebec in attendance today.
And I can't wait to see these stock cars thunder down through the Duplessis gates for the first time. It's going to be a lot of action side by side that first lap through there. It's narrow and it's fast. Bring it on.
When we return, we'll set the start for the 40th anniversary Grand Prix de Trois-Rivières. We'll be back for the start of the GP3R 100. From high above Trois-Rivières, this round of the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series on TSN is brought to you by Mopar, authentic performance. And next time, choose Castrol. Visit ChangeYourOilChangeYourLife.com. The cars are now gridded and preparing for 42 laps here at the GP3R 100.
And it'll be exciting, Dave. Tagliani on the pole here for the first time with his own team, and right beside him, DJ Kennington. Both these guys want to get the lead and lead some laps, especially that man, DJ Kennington. He's racing for the points. He wants them 5 bonus points. Yesterday in practice, he couldn't get a clean lap. He was about 11th quick, but he knew he had a good car, and now he's going to back it up.
Well, DJ's been very consistent this year with the 17 Mahindra Castrol Dodge. Pierre Bourque today driving on behalf of the Canadian military once again, and he will carry an onboard camera, as will this man, Jacques Villeneuve. Made his first Trois-Rivières start in an Atlantic car way back in 1992 as a special invitation for the Players Racing Group.
Yeah, but actually, that's a real good car. You got to remember, Tagliani won in that car last year at Edmonton.
Well, engines are now being fired. You saw a shot from onboard LP Dumoulin's Maskimo Dodge, and the cars are ready to roll off.
As the grid clears out, Dave, take a look at the fans. Just take a look around this place. We talked about all of Quebec coming out. Well, they sure are here. Their racetrack is full.
They love their racing here in Quebec. 29 NASCAR late models lined up, ready for 100 kilometers of racing action. This tough little track as you're boxed in with these big cars. So as the cars start to roll off, we'll take a look at the starting grid. There is Alex Tagliani on pole. DJ Kennington starting on the outside of row number 1. Andrew Ranger in the 27 and Anthony Simoni make up row number 2. That's a row to watch. Row number 3 has Jacques Villeneuve and Don Thompson Jr. Rookie, you could say, Villeneuve in the 7 car. Scott Steckly drives the 22, and Ron Beauchamp Jr. is in the 60. That's row number 4. Row 5 is Trevor Seibert in the 69, and Mark Dilley, driver of the 9. Then we look back to row number 6, LP Dumoulin in the 47, and the 02 of Kerry Mix. Row 7 is Jason Hathaway in the 3 car. Joey Hansen drives the 40. And then taking a look back to row number 8, there's JF Dumoulin in the 07 and Jeff Lapsevich driving the 23. Row number 9 has Robin Buck in the 66, Pierre Bourque in the 29. And then a look back to row number 10, Patrice Brisebois in the 71 and Jarrad Whissell in the 44. Row number 11 is Kent Noon in the 18. Dave Whitlock riding the 39 in his final race here at the GP3R. Jason White drives the 21, and Howie Scannell drives the 56. That's row number 12. Row number 13 has Andre Coursol in the 5. Cale Gale way back in the 13. He'll have a long way to go. Dexter Stacy in the 55, and Derek White in the 99. 2 drivers from Ganawaki, and David Thorndike in the 67 rounds out today's field.
Well, Dave, right here, this is turn 5. This is a spot right here that's a great passing zone and a braking. You get the guy set up and get in there on the bottom side. He can't turn in until you do. A real good opportunity to pass right there.
And with more on today's event, let's send it down to Todd.
Couple of notes before we go green, fellas. It is a hot, sticky, humid day. It will have a big effect on the performance of these race cars and the drivers inside. They have to stay hydrated. The other thing that's had a big effect on the performance of the cars, the new asphalt here. A great majority of this track has been repaved. Could make for some very interesting and aggressive maneuvers, especially early on.
Well, Todd, you're exactly right. Fresh asphalt means fresh grip, and you're going to see guys drive a lot farther into turn 1, use that grip to get slowed down to make the turn. But all over this racetrack, you're going to see some very aggressive moves because the grip is up, but also with the temperature going up, it's going to get a little slick later on. So who's got the best setup and who can slip and slide?
9 onboard views will bring you today's action in high definition. The green flag ready to be raised. It's up and we're underway here at the GP3R 100 in Trois-Rivières.
Wow, look at this, 3 and 4 wide, and these guys forgot we're on a very tight road circuit here. What great action into turn 1. Here we go, let's have a look.
And into 1 goes Tagliani as he hammers it. We got trouble. It is Robin Buck and JF Dumoulin as they get going. Heavy smoke coming from one of those cars as the rest of the field comes through. There's turn 5 for the first time.
Down through the gates, side by side, very narrow, really good place to pass me and set the guy up to see who's got the big handling going on. But look at this, Tagliani in that Gibbons Motorsports car. He's out front and handling well.
JF Dumoulin, the other car involved in that incident with Robin Bach off turn number 1. NASCAR still yet to throw a caution as the cars continue under green here at the GP3R 100 in Trois-Rivières with Alex Tagliani, your leader. There's Jacques Villeneuve in the 7 car going around. Good start for him as he settles into an early rhythm. But Don Thompson Jr. taking a look, and the yellow flag is going to come out as the cars pass the start-finish line this time. So caution will slow the field with barely a full lap completed, not a full lap. So we will have a complete restart. There is a heavily damaged 07 car of JF Dumoulin and Robin Bach in the 66 active green and raw sports fusion stopped at the entrance of turn 2.
Wow, a lot of guys jumping on the line, 3 and 4 wide, heading for turn 1. Let's see what, he's pitched up high in the top side. A little bit of contact. Everybody stacks up and around there we go. Right there, he tags the 07 on the left front.
So the Belmar 07 of Dumoulin as we run on board with the 29 of Pierre Bourque. You can see he didn't know which way to go. Inside, outside, and same with Robin Bach, who caught the left front corner of JF Dumoulin.
Well, Pierre Bourque did a great job. He made 3 decisions there. You can see him turn the wheel left, right, and back left again, trying to miss the wreck.
Well, since we did not complete a full lap, we will have a full restart. Unfortunately for JF Dumoulin and Robin Bach, they look to be done for the day. With more on the incident, let's throw it down to Todd.
Randy Gray is the crew chief for Robin Bach. It was a short afternoon. We've seen that before. Somebody charges up the inside. Unfortunately, it looks like it's ended your day.
Yeah, we had a little trouble with the active green and raw store body car qualifying, and really didn't want to be back that far. And that's what happens when you get back that far. Everybody's trying to get the jump on everybody else, and somebody gets turned around and we get collected.
Well, Robin Bach is out of the car. There's JF's brother, LP Dumoulin, in the pits. NASCAR has asked him to report to pit lane to get a radio issue repaired before he can return to action. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to race number 9 in the 2009 NASCAR Canadian Tire Series presented by Mobil 1. We're restarting the GP3R 100 due to a first lap crash that took out the active green and Ross Ford of Robin Bach and the Belmar Group Pontiac of JF Dumoulin.
Well, side by side down onto the front stretch. The starter will wait till everybody's on the front stretch before he turns them loose.
So a complete restart as Sean Gibbs holds the green flag, looking for the field to assemble on the front stretch. And it looks good. We're back underway here at Trois-Rivières.
Back up through the gearbox. Tagliani in the preferred line on the inside. DJ Kennington's going to hang tough on the outside.
This time looks to be a little bit better start as everybody stays in line except for Jacques Villeneuve as he gets alongside the 4 car. Don Thompson Jr. shoves him a little bit.
Well, a lot of oil dry down there, and DJ Kennington was slipping and sliding. He lost the spot to the 27, and the 7 car was able to get by Don Thompson as well.
Boy, everybody's going through there pretty carefully, side by side.
Well, it's pretty slick with the oil dry, and it's a narrow spot, and it's too early to be racing side by side through the gates.
Rode quickly on board with DJ Kennington. You saw him trying to put together a run on the 27 of Andrew Ranger. Really has been the thorn in the side of the 17 of Kennington. Of course, Ranger, the points leader. Kennington coming to this one third in the point standings.
Well, DJ's been the model of consistency, but 27 Andrew Ranger, he's been able to stack the wins on his side of the table.
How about that crown modular number 95 of Anthony Simoni there, though? He's right in this battle as well, waiting for these two to tangle. He knows what can happen here at the GP3R, especially late in the race, so you want to stay close to the front because anything could go on that last lap.
We said these stock cars are lean, mean, fast, and like to lean on each other, but we've also talked about Simoni all year long. Every race he's getting better and better on the ovals, and now these road courses, we watched at Edmonton, he got real good, and watch him today, really smooth on these road courses.
Quick view out of the windshield of the Lake Excavating number 69 and Trevor Seibert. He had a really good run on the road course at Edmonton, looking to do the same here in Quebec as he's currently running in the 12th position. But it's still Alex Tagliani in front in the 03, an unfamiliar car for Tagliani as he picked that up just a few weeks ago from the former Gibbons Racing team, and Tagliani actually wearing a suit that could be signed. You can donate money to MS, and Tagliani picking up $3,500 to a very worthwhile cause. So doing a little charity work as well as racing this weekend.
Well, ironically, when I first seen the car, I had to giggle a little bit to myself. It's fast, and it's got the Canadian Tire logo on it, and it comes out of the Gibbons Motorsports camp. We've seen that logo a lot on that car.
Riding on board with Jacques Villeneuve. There's the familiar paint scheme on his helmet as he goes up through the gears.
Well, he looks pretty comfortable, and he's made it past lap 2, so he's probably pretty happy right about now.
Of course, Jacques Villeneuve has run a number of the nationwide series events, especially at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve in Montreal, where he will race again in that nationwide series race. As we ride on board with the Mascamo number 47 in the 02 of Kerry Mix. Ducks underneath the 9 of Mark Dilley. That's a change of position for 9th.
Real good move. Kerry got in there under braking, just like I was talking about on the 21's around. He's been into the tire barrier in another car. He has front end damage.
Heavy damage to the Zimmer Wheaton A&W, cruising the number 21 to Jason White. Now, of course, as always the case with a straighter road course, local yellow. So Jason White is going to have to get up on the wheel to try and get those repairs done. And Villeneuve almost goes for a slide into the wall. He almost had troubles of his own.
Well, the 4 car was all over the back bumper, the 7 down through there. Don Thompson Jr. got a great run. He was inside, he was outside, and the 7 car was taking all the road up he needed to keep the spot.
Yeah, it looks like a little bit of mirror driving on the case of Jacques Villeneuve, but he hung on to it. And a good little piece of driving there as well, as you saw a quick glimpse of the BDI Ford Fusion of Kerry Mix.
Great racing all back through the field. These guys are going at it like there's only 5 or 6 to go. What a great show for the fans.
But a big gap back from 4th place to the 5th place car on the 7 of Jacques Villeneuve. So he is a little bit off the pace, and that must be what Don Thompson Jr. is seeing. That long stretch of road in front of this car, and the leader's going away in the distance.
Well, and Don Thompson Jr. never been short on horsepower. He'll try and suck up and get him in a braking zone. He'll get another run at him here shortly. Don Thompson, a veteran, knows how to work these road courses.
And that 22 Canadian Tire tow truck in a box, Don Chavendra, Scott Steckly also in that battle. And Andrew Ranger is in the lead group, the points leader. Steckly coming into this one second in points. He's got to get up there to catch up.
And you got to remember, last year Steckly ran up front all day long, only to get tangled up with the 84 at J.R. Fitzpatrick.
Send it down to Todd, who's in the A&W pit stall, standing by as they go to work on Jason White's Monte Carlo.
Just looks like body damage right now to the 21 A&W car of Jason White, but now as they open the hood, you can see that front radiator area is a little bit bent. They may be trying to make sure that there's airflow through to keep that engine cool before sending them back out.
Dave, that car right there has a lot of history. That's one of J.R. Fitzpatrick's cars, knows how to get around here, and White just needs to get used to it and get going on these road courses.
And Jason White pretty excited to get into that car here at the GP3R 100 in Trois-Rivières. Unfortunate for him. Trouble early on, so Jason White poised to go at least 1 lap down as we ride on board with Andrew Ranger.
Was a great sound, except for what I heard there. We weren't outside the car, and I was watching his feet, but a little bit of wheel hop getting into the corner, and that's what these guys got to be careful of. If they downshift and touch the brake too quick, the rear wheels can't keep gripping. They hop. He got away with one there.
So the split screen as Andrew Ranger worked up through the gears, trying to chase and track down the 03 Monte Carlo of Alex Tagliani. He's your leader with 6 laps in the books. Welcome back to the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series here at Trois-Rivières, Quebec. The leaders roar through the Duplessis gate. A second pack is developed with Jacques Villeneuve leading that charge.
Well, actually, it's a little 3-car group there, and then a few car lengths back, and another 3-car group. But I'm thinking and watching this race that the 4-car is just a little bit faster than the 7, but he's just biding his time, and the 22 is just watching the show unfold.
Mark Dilley in the Leland number 9 takes a look at the 02 on Kerry Mix as we ride on board with the Mascamo number 47 of LP Dumoulin. Running in the 11th spot, he's from Trois-Rivières. Sports car racer, so he knows how to get around here.
Well, he certainly does, Dave, and that car is no slouch either. That's a Ron Beauchamp Jr. car that they sold him, and then they were supposed to unveil their own new road course car here, but time constraints and the racing travel and everything we've been doing, just too tough on them. They'll unveil their new road course car at the next event in Montreal.
And there's Jarrad Whissell in the 44 in the pits, and Todd standing by. Todd, what's up?
Second stop in as many laps for the 44 car of Jarrad Whissell, guys. The crew is going underneath the hood this time, trying to diagnose that problem that's got Jarrad Whissell back along pit road for the second time in as many laps. Engine going off, crew slowing down. Looks like their day might be done.
Well, that's right, Todd, and it is a long way from Edmonton, Alberta for that team and crew.
Whoa, look at that. Tagliani, all kinds of loose. And and that's going to allow the 27 Andrew Ranger to scoot by. Can DJ make the same move in the Mahindra Dodge? No, he can't, as Tagliani slams the door.
Well, one of the things in a stock car versus an Indy car or open wheel car is the balance doesn't change when the fuel load comes off because they're on side pods. As the fuel load burns off this car, it'll start to get loose in the back. Too much brake going into the corner and maybe a little too much hustle in the muscle. He's hurrying the car too much. It's a stock car, not an Indy car.
And he had a huge lead. Did he really have to push that hard this early in the race? We still got 34 laps to go.
Well, I don't want to be critical. It's just the fact that, the balance in a stock car does change, and he'll have to learn that.
I'm sorry, Billy. You said you didn't want to be critical. That made me laugh just a little bit.
I know. Sometimes I do say some good stuff.
So we ride on board with the 7 of Jacques Villeneuve.
Down into the corner there. Now, I want to tell the folks at home, you seen that little yellow light come on in the dash? That's a shift light. It helps the driver. Instead of having to watch the RPMs on the tach, the light comes on, shift. Light comes on, shift. Keeps the motors going revving as well.
And I guess for a guy like Jacques Villeneuve, who's new to this type of race car, he's not used to the noises inside of it. Hard to keep track of those engine RPMs when you get into race mode and you're really diving and attacking.
Well, for sure. And you got to remember, these guys are real good race car drivers, stock cars, open wheel, whatever. But in an open wheel car, the motor's behind you. You really don't hear it. So everything is on the dash. Shift lights, brake lights, pit speed lights. So, these guys got to work a little bit harder in these stock cars.
Riding on board with Trevor Seibert in 13th position in the Lake Excavating Ford Fusion. Looks like he's chasing the Snap-on Tools number 3 of Jason Hathaway.
Oh, he does a great job. This guy, I like watching him. Every time we see him, he gets better in these stock cars. He's smooth, he's fast. He finished 4th at Edmonton from the back. That was just a great run. And 2 years ago, he finished 3rd right here.
See David Thorndike in the 67, just ahead of your leader, Andrew Ranger. Thorndike will no doubt tuck to the inside as they head through the Duplessis gates. Just out having a good time, doing a little bit of learning. Adam Thorndike, the crew chief on that car, so the problem's a little bit too great, but they're doing a lot of learning here today.
On the 27, sneaks down to the inside, but take a look at this for the lead. Hard under braking, the Canadian Tire car takes a look. He thinks double of it and pulls it back in line.
And the 03 of Alex Tagliani knows Andrew Ranger well. They were teammates for most of last year, and now Tagliani with his own team is looking for the lead once again. There's Dexter Stacey in the 55. That car was nearly written off after a big practice crash. Crew worked hard on it. Here comes Tagliani to the inside, using that lap car almost as a pick. And Tagliani will go through as the new leader.
That was absolutely textbook. Beat him to the braking zone. The 27 couldn't turn in because the 03 was there. And then he takes him all the way wide on the apex on the exit and makes sure the 27 has to lift and let him through. What a great pass.
Stacey is doing a wonderful job getting out of the way of the leaders. It just looks like he caught the eye of the leader, Andrew Ranger, and that just took his attention enough as away from the 17 Mahindra Tractors Dodge. DJ Kennington telling the driver behind him, I can't get through.
Yeah, slow up. I don't hit because, man, we got to get by this slow guy before we can go to racing. And Simone is smart enough to see it. And here we go. But the leaders are driving away. Stacey held him up quite a bit.
Look at how hard the leaders are pushing Andrew Ranger crossways. Under braking as he continues to chase the Canadian Tire 03 of Alex Tagliani.
Well, again, I told you earlier, we were on board with the 27, and that thing wheel hopped a little bit, and right there, it looked like it did it again. He got away with it again. If that thing wheel hops, it gets out of control, and it doesn't slow down quick enough, and sometimes they'll just swap ends when you're in big trouble. Let's keep an eye on the 27.
Andre Corsol in the CarQuest number 5 Monte Carlo, now ahead of your leaders. And Alex Tagliani, you have to be careful at 22. Canadian Tire tow truck in a box Dodge Avenger of Scott Steckly slowing. This is going to be heartbreak for the person who came into this one second in points.
Oh, this is big. Second man in the points, hasn't had a lot of trouble all year long, and the thing isn't going to finish today.
So Scott Steckly drops out of his top 10 position as Anthony Simone takes a little run in the 17 of DJ Kennington. Simone right up to the back bumper, but he's going to hang in behind the Mahindra Tractors number 17.
Well, as a tandem, they're collecting the 27 back up. The 03 and the 27 got away in that lap car scenario, but now the 17, whoa, DJ hard on the brakes, gets a little loose. These guys are after it.
Way outside the ripple strip, and here comes the crown modular, number 95 of Anthony Simone. He'll take advantage of that and say, thank you very much, DJ Kennington. I'll take my 3rd place and head to the front.
Well, I was just saying those guys were closing back in on the 27. Just got that out of my mouth, and DJ gets in just a little deep.
Riding on board with DJ Kennington as he continues to chase number 95 Impala SS of Anthony Simoni. You can see the 2 leaders just ahead there as this group of 4 now is well ahead of the 5th place driver.
Pulls high gear down there. What a great job. You gotta remember, all 3 of these guys in front of DJ Kennington are what I call road course specialists, or, started their career strictly on road courses.
Yeah, so they know how to get around these right and lefts. And with an update on Scott Steckly, who's out. Here's Todd.
Crew chief for Scott Steckly, Greg Gibson, is taking the helmet off, putting the hat on. Scott's done for the day, you tell me.
Yeah, something in the drivetrain let loose here a lap or 2 ago. That's it for today.
22, Canadian Tire tow truck in a box car is done, guys. This is going to have a big impact on the points race.
And Trevor Seibert in the 69, who is having a decent run. He's down pit lane as well, and looks like his day may be complete.
Wow, a lot of action here. Some of the veterans right here. You got Don Tuck. Oh, the 47 in trouble. Look at all the fluid all over the racetrack.
And that's in turn number 7, LP Dumoulin in the Mascamo Dodge Avenger. That doesn't sound good at all.
No, with all that fluid laying on the racetrack, and he's trying to get it lit back up. Something broke. Oh, he wheel hopped it going in. Around it goes. Whether the fluid was underneath the tires or not, we won't know until after, but lots of fluid and a full course caution.
Full course caution will bunch this field again, and that's exactly what Jacques Villeneuve wanted to see. He was that 5th place car, and he was well back of the top 4, who had stretched an enormous lead on the rest of the pack. Take another look at some of the action here at the GP3R. There's Derek White in the 99.
Well, Dave, he did the right thing there. The thing got the wheel hopping under braking on him, so rather than wreck the race car, he just slid it down the escape road.
Another Western driver with problems. Todd standing by with the driver of the 69. Todd?
Trevor Seibert has climbed out of the number 69 Lake excavating car. Trevor, I know you were hoping for a better day than this. What's got you out of the car?
Well, we yesterday we blew a gasket out of the timing chain cover, and today we actually broke the timing chain cover, and it's so we lost all the water in the car and felt it on the back straight away, and the temperature gauge went buried over 250. So we just brought in. Hopefully, we got a motor left over.
And Trevor Seibert hopefully will join us in Montreal for the Auto Pro 100. Alex Tagliani leads here at Trois-Rivières. We're under a full course caution. Welcome back to the 9th race of the 2009 NASCAR Canadian Tire Series, presented by Mobil 1. Still under a full course caution here at the GP3R in Trois-Rivières.
Now we're getting ready to go back green. The drivers weaving back and forth to get all the marbles and everything off their tires, getting them cleaned up, warmed up, getting them ready to go back green.
Riding along with the 71 of Patrice Brisebois, the Dreams Take Flight Dodge Avenger.
What a beautiful helmet. I just love painted up helmets, Dave. That's a dynamite looking helmet.
Absolutely. Some great imagination goes into it. Remember to go online at NASCAR.ca and vote for your favorite NASCAR driver. The polling is open as we speak. So getting ready for restart number 1 here on lap 20. We did have that full restart off the top, but this is the first official restart in the race as Alex Tagliani leads Andrew Ranger and Anthony Simoni onto the front stretch, and the green flag back up once again, and we're back underway here in Trois-Rivières.
Wow, look at this, 3 wide again, just like the first complete restart of the day. And I'll tell you, these guys are exciting to watch.
Very mixed, picking up a spot underneath the 9 car of Mark Dilley. The top 3 stay single file, though, as they head for the Duplessis gates.
Wow, great action up front. What parity we have here. We got Chevrolet, Ford, and Chrysler all up front.
Whoa, a little trouble there for the Canadian Military.ca, number 29 of Pierre Bourque.
I'm not sure if he had a little help or just didn't have his tires cleaned off it up. It just looked like the car would not turn, and that tire barrier was coming hard.
They ever have to get woed up there for that corner underneath the Duplessis gates. You can see the cars just get hard on the brakes as they get to wind back up shortly after that, and then back hard on the brakes, and that's where we are. The 03 of Alex Tagliani still just barely ahead of the 27 of Andrew Ranger, but look at how calm this guy is.
Watch this. This is great to see. He's so smooth on the pedals. He's not really hard on the car, but as you've seen earlier, he's sure hard on the brake pedal. He loves to get that car deep into the braking zone, catches the inside apex, and shoots himself out to the exit apex.
If the cross flags here in Trois-Rivières, that means it's the home hardware halfway update. DJ Kennington putting in the fast lap. The leaders have just been two. The 3 car, the 03 of Alex Tagliani, and the 27 of Andrew Ranger.
Well, it'll be really good to see DJ Kennington get himself in a win here on the road course, especially with these 3 specialists up front right now.
Well, they look pretty tough to beat. The Canadians. So, Ranger hard on the brakes. He locked it up a little bit, got squirrely, and look at the distant close up back to the 95. Anthony Simone's ready to pounce.
I've been telling the viewers at home all about this since the start of the race. Too much rear brake, the car gets to wheel hopping, and you really got to keep it straight. And I'll tell you, he's done a great job. That car could have been wrecked 2 or 3 times already.
On board the 47 of LP Dumoulin, running in the 14th position, chasing the 18 of Ken Dune. And not for long as Dumoulin is going to go through as Dune grabs a handful of wheel.
Well, again, we keep talking about too much rear brake and getting in too deep and getting the wheel hopping, and you get outside the racing line, and the guy behind you will eat you up.
Saw a good shot of the number 60 Mopar Dodge Avenger of Ron Beauchamp Jr. Here comes the O2 Beyond Digital Imaging Ford Fusion of Kerry Mix. That's for 7th spot underneath the 9 of Mark Dilley.
Oh, just textbook. He set Dilley up the corner before, actually. Beat him to the braking zone, and once again, keep telling you, when you're on the inside of the braking zone, the other driver has to let you go because you can't turn in because your race car is already there.
Top 3 covered by a blanket. Alex Tagliani, Andrew Ranger, and Anthony Simone. And again, Ranger gets loose hard in the braking zone. To look back to the 4th place car. That's the 7 of Jacques Villeneuve, the 5th place car, DJ Kennington running in 4th, 5th is Jacques Villeneuve, and the rest of the field coming through.
Now we had a good look at the 40 of Hansen there. He's having a great run today, staying out of trouble, and he's definitely in the hunt.
Alva Lapsevich in the Tim Hortons number 23, just back there as well in the 11th position. He's having a very good run, and a well-needed very good run here in the 2009 season.
Oh, for sure, he's had a tough go all year. That wasn't that many years ago. We used to call him the road course ringer, and he's doing a great job today. Don't go away. We got lots more action to come.
Welcome back to Trois-Rivières, Quebec. This is the 9th race of the 2009 NASCAR Canadian Tire Series schedule. Remember to circle September 12th on your calendar because that's NASCAR Day in Canada. Buy a NASCAR pin at a Canadian Tire, and a portion of the proceeds go towards the Canadian Tire Jumpstart program.
Wow, great racing up front. Look at these 2 guys going right at it. The Quebec hometown heroes right here, nose to tail.
Nose to tail, very, very close. Andrew Ranger giving Alex Tagliani a little nudge as they go through the tight twist. He's heading for the Duplessis gates, and Ranger gets into the back of Tagliani and sends a Ranger through the lead.
Wow, we've seen this movie before. Go back to the Motorsport road course where the 27 was the dominant car, and he still hit everybody he passed. But hey, he's aggressive, he's fast.
There's something wrong with Tagliani. He's way off the pace. Simone is going through now DJ Kennington, so that may have not been Andrew Ranger's fault as Tagliani well off the pace.
Oh, for sure. I can't eat my words too bad, but you know what? He's very aggressive, and I like watching him. So, you know what? Tag was off the pace. He had to move him, so he didn't lose the spot. That's for sure.
Tagliani heading for pit lane as Jacques Villeneuve passes by. There is your new leader, the 27 of Andrew Ranger. Anthony Simone got caught up in behind the 03 of Tagliani just a little bit, and that cost him a little bit of ground as we hit 16 laps to go here at Trois-Rivières.
Wow, great looking race here. Simone's about only 4 or 5 car lengths back. Let's see if he's got anything for that man, Andrew Ranger. Normally on a road course, and we're going to take a look at Edmonton. He had that car on cruise control. He certainly is one of the best road racers we have in the series.
So Alex Tagliani stops down pit lane. Looks like his day is done. But Todd, what's going on with the 03?
Guys, all of a sudden, that was Alex Tagliani just down on power. They think there might be a suspension problem as well. But you can hear that sound of the engine. It does not sound healthy.
Oh, I can hear that from here on the microphone. It's just not at full song. And there we get the replay of the 27 getting into the back of him. I got to recall. I was calling him aggressive, but yes, he was aggressive, but that man right there was out of power.
So Alex Tagliani climbs out. We've got another problem at the gates. It's the 55 of Dexter Stacy and the 71 of Patrice Brisebois having an old-fashioned duel patrol at the Duplessis gates. Have another look at it. Oh, Brisebois just got in a little bit hard. Dexter Stacey didn't know he was in there. And Dave Whitlock goes through unscathed, but the 55 has to get righted, and the 71 does as well as the leaders come through. Just a local caution, not a full course one.
Well, that's really, you got to be careful going through those local cautions. You don't know which way those guys involved in the accident are going to go, and the leaders made it through safely. But here's the 17 caught behind the 55 once more.
Now the top two made it through first, and the 17 of DJ Kennington and them Hinder tractors. Castro Dodge of Vander had to wait to get by the 55 of Dexter Stacey. You look back in the background a little bit, and Jacques Villeneuve is coming in fourth spot, but Alex Tagliani, who is also dominant, is out, and Todd standing by.
Alex Tagliani has climbed out of the car, the hat going on. I know you're trying to muster a smile, but I can tell you're disappointed.
Well, I mean, I need to take my hat off to the boys. Did a fantastic job. It seems like we had like a little leak, or maybe like a little head gasket leak. So it's unfortunate, you know. I mean, we had a very good car. It was pretty easy for me to stay up front. So I wish we would have won, but hey, this is racing, so.
And without Tagliani up front, look at this two-car battle now between Andrew Ranger and Anthony Simoni. It is eating up here at Trois-Rivières.
The 27 Ranger just amazes me. He's got that thing slipping and sliding every corner entrance on the rear shoes. I mean, this guy's doing a dynamite job dancing this car through the field.
Another driver is out of this one. The driver of the Dickies Dodge, and Todd is with him. Todd?
Fellas, with Dave Whitlock, who's climbed out of the car, looks like it's a rear end problem that's got you out, Dave.
Yeah, it does. It looks like something started leaking in the rear end, maybe a line or something. I don't know. I feel bad for the Dickies crew. We had a pretty good car today. We were battling our way up there, trying to get into the top 10, but not our day.
How hot is it out there? You look wiped out.
Oh, it's really hot. My leg's burning up from being on the against the sheet metal there by the shifter. It's pretty hot. The shifter knob come off too, so I shifted the car with no shifter knob. It's a tough day.
He certainly had his hands full, guys. And the 29 car, Pierre Bourque, is also out with some transmission problems. Another Team Whitlock car.
Whoa, another big slide for the 71 of Patrice Brisebois, the Linky Purr Dodge Adventure, as he slaps the wall. And Howie Scannell in the 56, the Lucas Oil Dodge, has come to a rest in that corner as well, blocking traffic.
Well, the 71 just was coming hard into the corner. The 56 had a mechanical issue, and he had to get out to the right-hand side hard on the brakes and got the right side hard into the fence in the zone. Take a look. Here we go again. He's down the inside. Something. Oh, the drive shaft come out of the 56 car. Look at this. Wow.
So Patrice Brisebois hard on the brakes and losing all control in the 71. He's got it back fired up and doesn't appear to be damaged too badly, but the native of Westmount, Quebec, well back of the leaders in his first NASCAR Canadian Tire Series race.
Well, there's the Dilly car in as well. He's got some rear end problems, man. We got transmissions falling out. We got the drive shaft blew out of the 56 car. There's rear end dope all over the racetrack.
And we are under a full course caution once again here in the GP3R in Trois-Rivières. Ranger leads. Welcome back to the GP3R 100, the ninth round of the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series. Tough conditions here, both with the cars and the drivers. Todd standing by with the driver of the 71.
Fellas, Patrice Brisebois just climbed out of the number 71 car, and it's getting a little bit of attention from the medical staff here. Just, it's so hot inside these cars, it wears you out. He's got blisters on his hands from shifting this afternoon, having a little trouble hearing. Quite an initiation to the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series here at Trois-Rivières.
Oh, for sure, Todd. A lot different than stick handling a puck in a cold arena.
As we get set for restart number 2, Andre Coursol received the free pass during that caution. Andrew Ranger, Anthony Simoni, and DJ Kennington, your top 3 as we get set to go back to green here at Trois-Rivières. We're back underway.
And again, drag race down into turn 1. Simoni goes out wide to get a good shot at the 27. A little bit rear happy going into the corner, but he'll still come out of the corner first.
Jason Hathaway made a dive underneath the 0-2 of Kerry Mix, and they touch going into the corner. Look at the 7 car of Jacques Villeneuve also touched the wall on the inside.
Wow. Whoa! More action Grayson heading for the gates. It's the 3. He's in the fence hard.
The snap-on Vortex brake pads. Number 3, Jason Hathaway, who came home on the podium here last year, has trouble and heavy damage to the front of that Dodge Avenger.
Well, I talked about all the grease and rear end dope on the racetrack. Look at all the oil dry they had to go through in that corner. Tiptoe through the sand, boys. You don't want to spin the tires.
And Andrew Ranger doing that tiptoe dance just right as he continues to lead ahead of the 95 and the 17. But those 3 cars are the class of the field and have been pretty much all day long, with the 7 of Jacques Villeneuve unable to keep their pace. He's doing well on his own though.
Well, teammate cars for sure, and both the town favorites, both being from Quebec. But I'll tell you, whoa, the 3 car hard in the fence.
Into the wall again goes Jason Hathaway. 4 laps to go now for Andrew Ranger, still under green here in Trois-Rivières. Now the caution comes out for the 3 of Hathaway as he's unable to refire the snap-on Dodge. Hard break for him, but this is going to tighten that battle in the front. Take a look what happened.
Well, under braking, whether he got a little bit of help going into the gates there, but he was downshifting on the brake, and the thing turned hard right into the fence. He gets back going, it won't steer, and he's going to have a lot of trouble when he gets down to the next corner. Look at this, it won't turn.
Luckily, that one was a tire wall for Jason Hathaway as the hit was a lot softer, so the caution flag waves once again here in Trois-Rivières. An awfully hot day, but the hot shoe of that man, Andrew Ranger, continues to lead. It's going to be a shootout.
Welcome back to Trois-Rivières, the 9th round of the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series under caution with the crew chief for the 27 of Andrew Ranger currently holding the first spot, but he's got a pretty aggressive number 95 and Anthony Simoni behind him.
You know, Simone's have really come on this year, and hopefully we can keep him off on the restart. Keep the back tires under it for 2 more laps, and we should be good, I think.
Fingers crossed that they can hold on for another victory. Guys, Anthony Simoni's not making his first visit here. Of course, was here last year in the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series. Also has some go-kart experience at this track. Raced with Alex Tagliani here.
And it's a green-white checkered here at Trois-Rivières, and Anthony Simoni goes outside, looking inside this time. In turn number 1 as the field stacks up in behind.
Well, last year was almost the same predicament, only the 84 was up front with the 22, and the 27 took the show away. Let's see what happens down through the gates. Everybody's single file. This is exciting. Nobody's making a move just yet.
How about Jacques Villeneuve sitting in 4th spot in the 7 car? Nobody thought he could handle these heavy stock cars here at Trois-Rivières, but he's doing a wonderful job. Still not up to the class of these top 3 drivers as Andrew Ranger leads Anthony Simoni and DJ Kennington.
Ranger just doing an awesome job. I've called him aggressive, I called him smooth, but I'll tell you one thing, he knows how to win these road course races.
Absolutely, he knows how to win. In 2009, he's done it 4 times already as the 0-2 of Gary Mix gets a little loose coming off the corner. But back to Ranger and Simoni. Simoni just waiting for Ranger to slip up as we see the white flag. 1 more lap to go here at Trois-Rivières.
Down into turn 1 for the last time. The race is going to be for 2nd place. DJ Kennington all over the back bumper. The 95s of Simoni.
Latsovich taking a run of the 0-2 of Gary Mix. Mix will slam the door across the nose of that Impala SS. Still Ranger, Simoni, and DJ Kennington. Will we have the last lap, last quarter dramatics as we've had the last 2 years here in Trois-Rivières?
I don't think so, Dave. The 95 is not in the same aerospace as what the 27 is. He's not going to get a shot at him.
Every brake zone here. Anthony Simoni can't close the gap. Andrew Ranger nearly perfect off the corner.
There's the 7 of Villeneuve. He's got to be just smiling underneath this helmet. Not a win, but certainly a win compared to St. Eustache.
Well, he's got a lot of drivers still on his back bumper as Ranger works his way through the final few corners. Simoni is crossways, trying to catch up to the 27. DJ Kennington doing the same as they work through quarter 9, now through 10.
DJ Kennington's got to keep in mind, good point state because the 22 of Steckly is out of the race. So DJ, there it is, the 27 Ranger wins again on the road course.
Ranger, Simoni, and Kennington, your top 3 here at Trois-Rivières. Jacques Villeneuve will come home in 4th position with Ron Beauchamp Jr. rounding out in the top 5.
While Dave Jacobs racing 2 cars in the top 5 here in both their home province of Quebec, Andrew Ranger and Jacques Villeneuve.
And a few donuts to celebrate as the crew shake hands down on pit lane. We'll be back in victory lane.
For the 5th time this season, Andrew Ranger climbs up to celebrate victory in the Tide Walmart Charmin car, waving that checkered flag, coming down and ready for another cold drink. Andrew gets congratulations from team owner Dave Jacobs, and what an afternoon. You had your hands full with Alex Tagliani, Anthony Simoni, plus battling all the elements here at Trois-Rivières.
It was a really tough weekend for us. We worked really hard on the car. A lot of good drivers, Villeneuve, Tagliani, like you say, Simone, Steckly. Finally, we win again here in Trois-Rivières. I'm really happy. I need to thank Tide Walmart, the kids, the 6 kids. We win that race for them, and I'm really happy. We have a great program with Dave Jacob, Bill Burns. It's just amazing this year.
Smile on his face says it all yet again. Andrew Ranger, the winner at Trois-Rivières.
And we'll take a look at the rest of the top 10 finishers here. Jeff Lapsevich with a solid top 10 finish, and Joey Hansen, the rookie, coming home at 9th. How about Ken Noon with a top 10 here in the 18? And Todd standing by with your second place finisher.
Great finish for Anthony Simoni. You gave Andrew all he could handle out there.
Yeah, we had a great car today. Thatcher and Julio just put a wicked car under me. As soon as we unloaded from the trailer, we were fast. This Crown Modular United Lumber Sinorama Chevy has been working good all season long. It's what a turnaround from last year. I just can't say enough about all my guys, all the work they do at the shop. Everybody involved. It's just a great feeling for me, my family, my sponsors, everybody. This is great.
Great show for Anthony Simoni. Second place here at Trois-Rivières.
Taking a look at the Castrol points chase, a rough day for Scott Steckly with that driveline failure in the 22, drops him all the way down to 4th spot. Remember, he came into this one second. DJ Kennington moves up a spot, so does Ron Beauchamp Jr. There's Anthony Simoni rounding out the top 5. Todd's with your third place finisher.
DJ Kennington getting a cold drink after climbing out of the Mahindra tractor, Castrol Dodge. Gave it all you had. You just seemed to be waiting for that opportunity, but didn't quite come.
No, we had an awesome car. It's good for Mahindra, Castrol, everybody that supports us all year. I mean, we're chasing Ranger. He's awesome. I mean, I got to give him credit. That guy can drive, and he's got a great race car. And so did we today. And hey, we were on the same. I could see him at the finish today, and that's a big improvement for us. So we'll go to Montreal. I'm pretty excited. I think we got a good race car. My dad built an awesome motor for here, and I can't wait to get there. We'll be back.
Another great run, another podium finish for DJ Kennington.
Oh, look at there. There's the Mopar Quick 3. DJ Kennington gets the first spot. Ronnie Beauchamp second. And look at Joey Hansen picks up some Mopar cash.
We'll have a listen to the crowd as Ranger steps to the top step of the podium. Celebrates here in Victory Lane. The GP3R 100 is brought to you by Castrol Syntec. Unlock the power. And by Mopar. Authentic performance.
Wow, what a great race here in Quebec. Andrew Ranger. Call him aggressive, call him fast, call him what you want. Call him the winner here in his home province.
So the top 3 celebrate with a shower of champagne. Our next race will be the Auto Pro 100 from Montreal. All of us here at James Robinson Associates. We'll see you then.
Like and follow for more.